Okay, we'll talk a little bit about ranching practices and how maybe they've changed over the different years. I know, Eldon Teeter. So Bob Zebold married Helen Teeter, which would be Lowell's cousin, and Eldon was in there as well. I know back in the, and we were fortunate. My granddad Lowell, he recorded a lot of stories in his older years, and we had them written in some books. And one of the stories he said was he and Eldon thought they'd try their hand at raising some buffalo, and it got pretty wild. I just know in some of the stories that he said with that, he said handling those buffalo was not for an old cowboy. He said it was for young cowboys because there were going to be some wrecks. And he said we didn't have them for very long. We enjoyed the experience, but yeah, that was one of the things he always liked, was being able to say that he had a herd of buffalo and had some wrecks with them, but it was fun.
Yeah, he always told us, he said they'd outrun a horse and outrun a vehicle, or outrun a horse. So they literally used cars and stuff to round them up with, because they couldn't hardly handle them horseback. So that was interesting to me. And like in the corrals, they'd tie ropes to the gates and stay outside the corrals because you couldn't get in there with them or anything. And it, like you say, it was a young man's game.
Yeah.
They used to have a picture of Eldon Teeter. He had got in there with a horse for something, and his horse was reared up and a buffalo running right underneath it. So it was rough and tough business. They were glad to get rid of him, I think.
Yeah, and the story goes, when they got rid of him, of course they had to drive him to the stockyards on the railroad, and the rail refused to take the buffalo. So they had to call some trucks out of Wichita. And I don't know that the trucks coming out of Wichita knew what was going on, because they pulled up there and Grandpa and Eldon started to take woven wire and go over the stock racks because they were afraid that the buffalo were going to jump out of the trucks. And the truck drivers were like, well, what in the world's going on? They're like, well, you're getting ready to haul some buffalo and we need them to make sure they make the trip. So yeah, hauling the buffalo and handling the buffalo would be pretty unique.